Going on, guys? What's going on? Did you catch last night? What's going on, everyone? All right, bit of a Mr. Jack. Um, thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Even before we started, thank you. In the draw for shirt. Okay, we'll do shirt again tonight, guys. Savannah is in there taking names and yeah, kicking ass and taking names. Yeah, so any super chat, guys, goes in the draw for a shirt tonight. We'll draw it just before 9 o'clock. Hi, buddy, how's it going? Looks like you've been pretty busy. It's a good little live stream last night. Suppose you got some work done. I got a little bit done. I hung around at the workshop after the live stream last night, guys, and got a bit more done, which was good. I got it. You wouldn't believe it though. Like I've the front end was sitting under there for a while. I sorted those bolts out, got them all to go in with that thread dope stuff, so they didn't all bind up. And then I started over there, dropped it down, and then that when I got that Bedford van, it never had a sump on it or the head or anything like that. It's another motor I had. And the sump I put in, it looked like it all cleared. And while it was sitting on the cross member with the motor and gearbox, it was all good. As I've dropped it down, freaking sump touches on the cross member. So hey Kai, how are you, dude? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make up some spaces to space the motor slightly forward so to clear the sump. So yeah, I didn't end up getting as much done as I wanted to because by that stage it was about 9:30 and I got the shits and went home. But anyway, it was another step forward, another step closer to the Monaro because it's all about the Monaro. So yeah. Hey Strawberry Cape, how are you, dude? Devilish, what's going on, dude? Yeah, another busy day at work. For some reason at the moment, I think everyone wants their yards cleaned up for Christmas. So many Dylan, you sent that message before. I sent you the details for the parts yard. I'm pretty positive I've said this before. Yes, I own Kingatow. Yes, I own the wrecking yard. I run the towing side. Okay, so if you need a tow, you ring me. I can tell you how much a tow is, when I can do it, and all the rest of it. If you need parts, you need to ring the parts yard. Okay, you need to ring Leith. Put those details up for you to ring the parts yard. If you need parts, you don't ring the towing number because I have no idea. I don't want to be rude about it, but I do towing. Leith does parts. Towing, parts. Phone number for towing, phone number for parts. If you ring the towing number for parts, I'll tell you to ring the parts number for parts. And if you ring the towing number, parts number for towing, Leith's going to go, I have no idea where he is. You'll need to ring the towing number. It's pretty simple. Two separate businesses, Kingatow and Kingatow Parts. So if you need a hot dog exhaust, he knows what's at the yard. I have no idea. Simple, I think. I hope. Ben Arnold, thank you very much for the support, dude. I appreciate it, mate. Who runs hot dogs? I've got hot dogs on the I run hot dogs on the Jag at the moment, but obviously it's too loud because they took me to court and charged me for it. So yeah, a hot dog though in its place is worth having on there because like early V8s and that they get that clap. If you put a hot dog in the system, a lot of times it takes that clap out and you just end up with a nice deep note. So hot dogs do still have their place in building cars and exhaust systems and stuff like that. But anyway, yes, there would be hot dogs there amongst the stuff. I don't know what sizes are there. I don't know how many are there. Leith runs the parts. So parts, old Captain Leith there. Daniel, dude, in the draw for a shirt tonight, man. Thank you very much for the support. Any super chat goes in the draw for a super chat. Okay, you should put some of those cars you want to get rid of up on Gumtree, Facebook to make some money for the Monaro. I have started to. I put up a cruiser yesterday. There's been a Toyota Echo up there for a while. It was $1,800. Some bird lowballed me just before, said, "Oh, will you take 1,000?" And I've gone, "Yep, sweet, no worries." But it's as it is. I'm not getting a roadworthy or anything. Come pick it up, take it away. Oh no, I don't want it then. And it's like you're the one just lowballed me, and then it just yeah. But anyway, hey Brett, how are you, dude? Justin, what's up? G. Fair enough, man. Yeah, but I will have to get onto Gumtree. So far in the fundraising for the Monaro, I am at carry the 2-0. Nothing. So, but we'll get there, guys. It's early days. It's coming up to Christmas. The 300 ZX is back. So that'll be over at the workshop soon. That'll get advertised. It'll all happen, guys. I can't see us having the Monaro this side of Christmas. I reckon if I've got it the first week in February, I'll be pretty happy. So that's only sort of 6 or 8 weeks away. But we've got the four-wheel drive Tirana to build over Christmas anyway. So that's going to keep us pretty busy. And then that'll be sort of at a point where I'll have all the fabrication side done. I can probably pass it off to Captain and we can start looking for a Monaro. Well, I already know the Monaro we're getting. It's just getting the money together. But we'll get there, guys. And I will put something together for all the cars that I'm going to sell. So I'm sitting in the SS tonight. Just thought we'd change it up a bit, guys. Something a little bit different. Yeah, I just thought I'd spend some time in it because just in case someone turns up with money and buys it for me to buy the Monaro, I thought I should spend some time in the old girl. What do you reckon? All right, let's read some comments, guys. Yeah, all's good. Fast boy Craig, just cruising along, man. Got a bit done at the workshop the other night. I've got Mia tomorrow in the truck. I'll see how I'm going by the end of the day. See how well she behaves. I may go do a few more hours over there tomorrow night. What about the 2 old 1 and 2 inch copper in the back of the exhaust system? Hang on. What about the 2 foot of old 2 inch copper in the back of the exhaust system? Don't know what that means, Mr. Jack. But anyway, Filthy Bark. Yo, what's going on, dude? Hey, Red, let's hear the old VN start up. Haven't heard it in a while. I don't think there's a battery in it. No, there's no battery in it. There's no battery in this at the moment. I took it out for the 300ZX. Any ED Falcons? An old guy come and saw me today about an ED Falcon. It's been hit in the back, though. I think there's a gold one in the yard. And I think that's it. You'd have to, once again, parts yard. You'd have to call Leith and ask what's there. I'm pretty sure there's a gold one out the front that was a manual. The manual's out of it now. And there might be another one coming in. But I don't come across many EDs. EBs and EDs. But yeah, they are starting to be a wanted body style, though. I do know where there's a turbo one around the corner. It's rough. I might go talk to the boys, see if they want to sell it, or I might even swap them for another car I've got or something and see if they want to get rid of that turbo early ED Falcon. What do you reckon? Do we go get it's rough. It's rough, guys. Don't get too excited. But it might be a nice toy to go rally or something. Good office you have there. Well, my truck is my office. Like it's like people say, oh, I'll just jump in with you and come with you. I'm like, no, you can't jump in. It's my office. The phone rings. I don't do passengers, but yeah. I reckon the ZX should sell quick. I hope so. I'm going to put $9,000 on it. What do you guys reckon about that? So it's never been rusty. It's had a couple of paint touch-ups now. With the front guard and rear quarter had a little bit, but they've been done professionally and well. Interior and that is pretty much immaculate. There's a little mark on the driver's door trim. The rest of it's all there. Like it's that original that the T-top covers, like, and there was original covers you got from the factory to put those T-tops in to sit them in the back of the car. They're actually still there with the car. It's a really, really nice car. Original reels, tires, single V6 turbo. It is auto. There's ones on eBay and that for 24 grand. Same car, exactly the same car, red, same wheels, relatively the same condition for 24 grand. I don't think it's worth 20. I don't think, you know what I mean? I could probably sit around and maybe get 14 or 15, but if I got 9-ish, what do you guys reckon? Is it worth that sort of money? An old JDM Survivor, you know? So yeah. So you did, yeah, Brett, I end up doing it. I've got a power cord running through the side. I've got the air cleaners off the blown Jag. Look, they were sitting on the front seat, so I got them to help me out with the live stream because everyone needs some twin air cleaners when you do a live stream. Whenever you do a live stream, you need twin air cleaners, especially ones that realistically aren't going to give you any horsepower at all. And yeah, but anyway, got to have twin air cleaners, guys. Nice haircut. It's good, eh? I got the sides to match the top. None on top and none on the sides. Could I have a none, it's called. That's what the nuns get. Most nuns have got a haircut the same as this. Did you know that? You wouldn't know, would you? Because they've got like that Muslim thing on their heads. Hey, Matthew, how are you, dude? Appreciate the support, buddy. I'm struggling a bit at the moment, guys, with time and Christmas and everything else to do editing. So I was talking to the guys last night when I was over at the workshop working that I'm just going to do live streams with this. I'm going to, as I'm working on something, I'll grab the phone, do some live streams, have a chat, see what you guys are doing, let you catch up on what's going on. Yeah, I might even, in a couple of weeks or something, I might just do a daily vlog thing, right, where I film and show my day to day. Like at the moment, just going to pick up normal cars and wrecks and stuff like that. Like I went and done a tow. I got some old Cortinas, and the bloke that was there, he's got this old, it's like a 1950s DeSoto thing, right? It's baby blue, white roof, stock wheels, hubcaps, and all the rest of it. And I'm walking in the shed. He had a couple old Valiants and stuff there with no motors in them. Really nice guy. Like you'd struggle to find a nice bloke. And he's telling me about this car, and as I walk in the shed, he goes, "Oh yeah, it's got mini tubs." And I sort of heard that, and I went, "Oh yeah, all right," because people say things and they don't know what they're talking about. And I thought, I've looked at this thing and I've gone, mini tubs, yeah, all right. Walk around, he opens the bonnet. I've looked and I've gone, what? And it's got a 350 Chev in it, aluminium heads, massive carby, just a beast. Full manual 4L60E. Then I've looked inside, ratchet shifter, trans brake, and then I've looked underneath. Yeah, mini tubs, 9-inch, had full ladder bars, like just a machine, like a full drag car, but it just looked like the full granny spec. But he wouldn't let me video. He wants to clean it up a little bit, but I was talking to him today because he's got a $2.5 converter there, which would be perfect for the Monaro. That way we can stick that straight in the Monaro and liven it up. And he wants to pull the Chev out of that, put an LS into that, so it's just a nice, reliable fuel injected daily, and put that he wants to re-ring that, so re-ring that Chev and put it into on a 1-tonner chassis and put an old cab, one like my old Dodgers or Bedford cabs, onto the tonner chassis. So I'm probably just going to do a deal, swap him a rolling 1-tonner chassis because I've got a heap of them for the converter. But yeah, so I might just do some daily vlogs. Some of the stuff's going to be boring and you'll see how busy I am, guys, but just, I don't know, you might be interested. If not, I won't do it again. But yeah, what kit car am I getting? Very patient bloke down in Adelaide. He has a Celica. I think it's the same as a 308 Ferrari. It's just getting. I've got a boat to pay for too off a mate out here. He's been patient too. The money just never gets there, but it's transport back next year. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I just keep buying other stuff, but yeah. Price on the VN. The Formula Thomas was $4,000. It's been sold. If I get 28 for this thing, I'd be pretty happy. It's motors done, roller rockers and all the rest of it. Built auto, 411 mini spool, paint's near perfect. Interior's okay. Yeah, I don't really want to sell this, but I will, and then I'll just build one of the other ones. But yeah, I've had this thing a long time and it's just nice. But anyway, yeah. How's my day been? I went to a Christmas thing at young Mia's daycare, so you can imagine how my afternoon's been. Do I have any VT 5-litre style engine covers for sale? Yes, definitely, 100%. If you find a photo of the ones that you want, send that to me or to Leith, and I've got that many sets of engine covers. Yeah, so if you get in touch, there's a few different sorts of those alloy covers. Let me know which ones you want, and I'm positive I'll be able to help you out. Copper makes it sound nice and crisp. Okay, well, there you go. There's a nice exhaust tip. It would be cool to build a wrecked VE into a coupe. Yeah, it would be actually, because the guard styling and how wide they are, it would look quite nice. It might be one just to put on the back burner for down the track. If I do, and I can get this channel to the size where I can do it full time, that could be a very, very nice build to do for sure. I think one of the HRs, I think there's a guy interested in one of the HRs as well at the moment. So the stuff will start selling. It's just, yeah, it's early days. Roman, things are good, dude. Poking along. G'day, LJ Luke. What's happening, buddy? What have you missed so far? Nothing much. Just talking about what's been going on. A couple of cars I've seen. Have I got any L67 parts or a VU Ute bits? Matthew, whereabouts are you? Because this is the parts finder is about if you're in Sydney and you need L67 parts, hopefully there's someone in Sydney that can help you out with parts. Yes, I do have a lot of parts, and yes, I can sell parts, but I'm trying to help other blokes that are trying to build a car, and maybe people get to know each other that are close by to start a bit of a community. So whereabouts are you, and what bits are you chasing, Matthew, for your L67? Anyone that doesn't know what an L67 is, it is a Commodore Ecotech motor, but the supercharged ones that come out, they are actually a different engine than the normal Ecotech. So that's what an L67 is, guys. Hey, Dylan Green, how are you, dude? The VNs and VPs are also becoming a wanted car these days as well. They are jumping up in price. Mr. Jack, legend, super chat, dude, in the draw for one of the shirts. There's these original work shirts. We still have a few of the sub 5,000 shirts, Kingatow ones left, and obviously the blower shirts. And I need to get started on the next line of merch, really, don't I, guys, with some cars on them, perhaps? Okay, I think 9 is more than fair for the Dado. I think so. It's not a race car, it's never going to be, and it would be a shame. When I got that, I was thinking about lowering it and doing this and that, but it's just too clean. It's just a good, reliable thing, you know. It would make a beautiful daily, but I think it's even too nice for that. It's one of those ones that it's sort of in limbo where it's just too nice to pull apart because it survives so well with just no rust. Normally the hatches are all rusted out in them. This thing's just dead original. Like, it's crazy. Someone, it needed a water pump on it, and to do the water pump on them, you got to pull the bottom pulley, and it's quite a mission. And the water pump come with the car. Someone started to do the job, and then it was just too much for them. And I think they just sat it in a shed with a cover over it and gave up. And I've ended up with it and just went, shit, this thing's mint. Like, I drove it. There's a few videos of me driving it around. I just love driving it around. It's got stale fuel in it now, so I don't love it so much. But yeah. How much is the Monaro going to cost? I found one for 17 grand that's local. It's not exactly what I want, but it's close enough. It's got most of the GDO kit because I want to do it that grey colour. Those new Kia Stingers come out. The door trims are really average in it, which I don't mind because I'd like to do the interior back to fairly standard, but just perfect, you know. Yeah. Live streams are better. You get feedback. Sometimes you don't want the feedback, but sometimes you read the comments and you cringe and you know, but it's good. Like, we do have a pretty good community of guys, and yeah, it's I think last night we were talking about diff gears and autos, and I've thought further about that we were talking about last night. That bloke saying that there's no point putting diff gears in a converter with a stock motor. When in a perfect world, we'd all have heaps of money and we'd be able to just spend heaps of money on a motor and all the rest of it. But in a non-perfect world, which is the one that we live in, we don't have the money. So if we can put a converter in for $500 and instead of diff gears for $300 or $400 and spend under $1,000 and just liven that car up without pulling the motor apart, win-win. You know what I mean? Because a cam's, you're looking at $1,000 by the time you pull it apart, gaskets and cam and everything, and then it's still going to be a donkey until you do converter and diff gears. So I can understand why he says there's no point doing it to a standard motor, but at the same time, you're never going to do the motor anyway. So yeah. Anyway, who we got? Robert Doolan, dude. Appreciate the support, appreciate the super chat, and you in the draw, dude. Best of luck for the draw tonight. Yeah, shirts that are in stock go up to 4XL. I still haven't got the 5s and 7s printed yet. They'll get printed in the next line of shirts, which will be mostly picture shirts with the cars and stuff on them. Hey, Chris, how are you, dude? Looking for an aftermarket VX Commodore sedan, V6 exhaust, secondhand in Kingaroy. Anyone in Kingaroy got a V6 exhaust system? Do you need extractors as well? Mate, we'd probably have a set of extractors there for a V6. I don't know if we'd have the catback aftermarket exhaust for one, but you never know. If you talk to Leith, he'll know what's in the yard, buddy. Or if someone else has one around the area, I don't want to step on your toes. This is about everyone making a dollar, not me selling parts. This is about you boys putting some money in your pockets to build your cars. So, but I'm still happy to help if you want to ring the yard tomorrow, if no one else has one. I'm very keen to see the kit car build, so am I. Would like to see what you do. If you would do a swap, have heaps of cars. Would love to see the kit car build. Maybe see if he would do a swap. Yeah, I have heaps of cars. I might ask him. The problem is it's in South Australia, and I'm in Queensland, so the cost of transporting even the kit car back is going to be near $2,000, which means transporting another car down is near $2,000. So that's $4,000 in for a $2,000 car. It just makes it hard because of the distances we're apart. So, but I do appreciate the input, Jono. We will get there. I did speak to him, Stefan, a couple of weeks back and said, look, I'm just not coming up with the money. I don't want to muck you around any further. And he said, look, mate, it was sitting there before. I'm not worried. Do what you have to do. It'll be there. I'm keen to see it get done. And I'm keen to do it too. We've got the SV89 to do this year as well. So we've got a pretty big year coming, guys. So I better start doing some work and stop trying to buy Monaros. In one way, we bought the SS spoiler and the boot lid, by the way, a little while ago. Okay, yeah, you come in on the Saturday morning. I was actually over in the yard that day. Yeah, we just talked to Leith, man. You already know him. So, yeah, hopefully we can help you out. I need the boot. I need a boot bypassed accumulator or Walbro fuel pump. Whereabouts are you, Matthew? In Bundy. Okay, so in Bundy, he needs a boost bypassed accumulator or a Walbro fuel pump, guys. He must be building something turbo and needs a boost referenced setup. So anyone up Bundy area, so yeah, mid Queensland. I bought 2 more Kingatow shirts today. Daniel, legend. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support. It's going to come in handy. Most of that, the support that comes from the shirts at this stage, I'm trying to leave any of that money alone, and that's going to get us to the States, guys, to America, to buy the 63 Galaxy. Well, that's what I'm going to buy at this stage. So the plan is to get over there, find something. If it doesn't have a good motor, we might hire a workshop over there and do some sort of engine swap while we're there, because it's cheap to buy a big block and stuff over there to put into the Galaxy, and then do some road trips and stuff, maybe hook up with some other YouTubers, depending on how big the channel gets. And, yeah, do a bit of Aussie Ocker in America videos. What do you reckon, guys? You're keen to come for a look? But thank you very much, Daniel. Really appreciate the support. Hey, GC8 Australia, how's things, dude? Hardest working guy, you know. I don't have a choice, Howard. I just don't have a choice, mate. I've got a lot of mouths to feed and a lot of people that depend on me, and I want to play cars. So I've got to work most of the time for them and then try and get enough hours in to have a play too. And having Captain around is a godsend. He's off to the movies tonight to see Frozen. The friend that lives with him, she's got young girls, same sort of age as Mia and a little bit older. And the father isn't around a lot. And he goes, oh, I'm not going to make it. It's her birthday. He goes, by the time I work, I said, go home, get your freaking clothes, have a shower here. You're not turning up to her birthday, you grumpy bugger. Christ. Yeah, he doesn't have kids. He doesn't understand. But it'll mean so much to her, him turning up tonight. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to cars, something more important. Is there anyone in Victoria selling VRVS, SS, Calais, fog light bezels, and fog light globes? So, all right, in Victoria, guys, VRVS, SS, Calais, front bezels, and fog light globes. I'm trying to think if I even have any. I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, so Jamie is chasing that, guys, if anyone has some. Will extractors fit on normal exhausts and make it sound better? I'm not really knowledgeable about it, but you got to ask to learn. That's right, man. That's not a problem at all. Okay. Extractors will give you a slightly different note. It won't necessarily make it louder. Okay. Extractors are there to extract the exhaust gases. Okay. Different extractors do different things. Okay. Some extractors give you better bottom end torque. Some extractors give you more mid-range power, and some give you top end. Same as a camshaft. They're all designed to get rid of exhaust gas at different stages and different paces. Okay. With your Ecotech V6 extractors, realistically, there's just one size fits all, unless you're looking for large ones that'll be custom made. Okay, so no, not necessarily make it louder. If you're just looking for noise, you just need to find a catback exhaust, which is the piece of exhaust that bolts on behind your catalytic converter, and it'll be a larger pipe with a straight through muffler, and that will give you the noise you're looking for, buddy. I hope that helped. Okay, and yes, they will be a direct bolt on. Ben Arnold, dude, in the drawer, man, for the shirt drawer tonight, man. Thank you very much. Victor, I'm looking for a VN manual car and also still looking for VT. He's been looking for this steering wheel for a while, guys. A wood grain one out of a Statesman for a VT VX. It's about, and thanks for the info about the transmission, Blake Red. I struggle with being called a legend, dudes, I must tell you. I have another VN manual V6 car in the backyard. That was the one I was going to build when I got the formula. It's just a dead stock thing, not rusty. Paint's silver, paint's gone off in it. I would sell that car. It'll be probably $1,400, I'd say. It's just a dead stock V6 manual. It come in, the ignition was broken. I put a new steering column in it, put a water pump on it, drove it around the block about 5 times, sat it in the backyard as a future project. But now that I've done that manual VN, it can go, I suppose. So if someone around here wants a manual VN, LJ Luke, if you you could drive it back on a permit. Honestly, it's a good car. Like, it is a really good car. We'll go through, if you do buy it or someone buys that wants to road trip it a long distance, we'll put it over the workshop and go through it, make sure it's right. But anyway, $1,400 manual VN, just a stocker. I got a vnss Ute for sale. So a vnss Ute for sale in Dolby for 5.6. Okay, guys, so a vnss Ute is a VU Ute, everyone knows like that, like VT style Ute. It'll have your aerials, probably side skirts, mega loud exhaust, big bull bar, stuff like that. If you guys don't know what a B&S Ute is, because anyway, they have the big B&S things down at Deniliquin for the Utes and stuff, so they're a pretty cool sort of jigger. If you want to chuck that one up on the parts finder page, perhaps Hal Rider, and show the boys, seems to be fairly reasonably priced. It might be a cool one for us to look at. Does every VN driver seat lean to the left? It does seem that way, doesn't it? That they're all a bit like that, but it's just how they go. Did you see the GDS I put on the parts finder page? I'll have to have a look, mate. I did have a quick scroll through it the other night, but I sort of got a bit disheartened by the time I finished when that sump didn't clear the cross member. But yeah, hey Red, do you think of HDT Momo rims? Because I'm going to put set. What size are they? Are they like the 16s, Chris? Are they the 16s or the 20s? Those Momo, the big like 20s, look awesome, I reckon. You forgot to look at the LS Auto, or did I miss it? I didn't look, mate. I'm sorry. To have a look between the cable shift ones to see if they're set up the same. I've got one right here next to me, actually, on the ground as well. There's another one here. Look, that much crap lying around, guys. It's bloody ridiculous. Hey, Matthew, what's going on, dude? Okay, Integra, would you ever do a drag week in the States or in Australia? Yeah, down the track. I think Leith would enjoy that. It just comes down to the channel expanding to a point where I can spend that time. Like, end goal, guys, is daily videos and just playing cars constantly, driving around, going to meetups, building stuff, driving it, just constantly just playing cars, even to the point of 2 videos a day, like just living the dream, you know. Just having fun. Hey Hads, what's going on, dude? Hey Red, Mr. Jack 10 seats lean to the left because drivers are always watching Fords pass them on the right. Is that right, Hadsy? Well, there you go. I didn't know that, mate, because it just, yeah. All right, what do we got? Hey Marie, how did the formal go? Marie sent through a picture of the formula with the ribbons running up the bonnet. They done a formal in the formula the other night, and I said it looks like Cher off that video clip. You know, Cher, how she wore that gaffer tape bloody thing. Now I'm showing me age, aren't I, guys? You'll have to Google it, guys. Put in Cher electrical tape bikini. She was mega old, and it was just wrong. But anyway, if I could turn back time, I think the name of the song was. But anyway, and that's what the formula looked like with its gaffer tape bikini on. Looking for a VQ rear garnish with no cracks for a decent price. Whereabouts are you here looking for the VQ rear garnish? Thanks for the helpful response to the extractor questions. No worries, dude. I will do some searching at Catback. Just wondering what's going on with the VN wagon build. It's sitting right there in the driveway. I'm not going to get time this side of Christmas. I don't think. Okay, everything will happen, but got to work, guys. Got to work. But yeah, if I say I'm going to build it, I will. I'll put it aside there. I do think about things before I say it. And thank you very much, Marie, for the super chat in the draw for a shirt this evening. Yes, we do have white ones too, Marie, so that might be more suited to you than Jono stealing one. Picked up the wrong air filter for my Ford Territory today. Damn. Things has all different ones than the newer ones. I'm actually picking up a Territory tomorrow to go into the parts yard. So if you talk to Leith, we may be able to post one out for you if that helps at all, Ford Beast. Yeah, there's a Territory coming in. It's a pretty rough car, but surely the air cleaner and airbox won't be wrecked. Luke J, my dad's selling a VYSS black leather steering wheel, if that fits. He's really looking for the wood grain style steering wheel. He's been looking for one, well, ever since we've started doing this. So yeah, BA Falcon manual. Okay, so Jaden Convoy, he's looking for a BA Falcon manual conversion on the Central Coast, guys. If anyone has a manual conversion, and I'm guessing when he says conversion, he means pedals, tail shaft, box, the whole deal. Yeah, surely someone will have one around. Looking for a wrecked AU Fairlane or Fairmont in Victoria, guys. We've got a couple in the yard, if that's any help. But if anyone down there, so AU Fairlane or Fairmont in Victoria, guys. Strawberry Cape. My VR wagon is a V6 and it has extractors and a 2-inch, 2.5, and bigger injectors. Mr. Dak, you are dreaming, Hadsy. Geelong and Melbourne. Okay, and he was chasing what we are. My memory's terrible. I'll have to go back. So okay. For the garnish, he's down in Geelong and Melbourne, guys. Okay, if anyone is looking for a XW Ute parts, my old man picked up one to part out. Okay, whereabouts are you, Mr. Jack, with the XW stuff? Yep, whole deal. Perfect. Yep, so complete manual conversion, guys, for a BA, if anyone has one. That'll be obviously Barra conversion. I've caught up. Wow. Okay, Strawberry Cake, that sounds mint. Any photos of the wagon? I really want to get a clean wagon via VS or VR. Yeah, but yeah, so we will get through these projects, guys, and spend more time doing videos. It's just hard. You go all right for a while, and then things just, kids, really, and just life and toes. Okay, so the XW was down in South Australia, guys. And yeah, for the parts that he wants to get rid of. But yeah, I don't know. It's I'm really just ramping up to get that four-wheel drive Tirana done. It's something I've been looking forward to building for quite a while, and there's a lot of fabrication that goes into doing that one, and that's what I'm really interested in. Spending the day with a welding torch in one hand and a grinder in the other, and he's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good Christmas, guys. So yeah, there should be a video of it running on the parts page. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for the super chat. Here, appreciate it, dude. In the draw for a Kingatow shirt. up to 4XL, white or black. Yeah, most things are still in stock, as well as some kids shirts. Even if you win one and you want to give it to one of your kids. Yeah. What's the Forester build? As soon as I got parts. It's if you're wondering what's happening with a build, it is simple. Money and parts. Yeah, as soon as I have stuff there to do it, it's all happening. As we're in the midst of doing a clean out at the yard, like a scrap run. So where the 2.5 motor is, it's in and out back, but there's about 30 cars around it. As he starts to edge his way through the yard, he'll get that one out. And once he's got that motor out, then we can pull the other one out and pull the heads off because they run different heads and start to build the motor. And yeah, I'm not doing a lot of spending coming up to Christmas. So money's getting put aside. So hopefully by the end of Christmas, there'll be a lot of parts coming in. My motorbike, though, that is happening. Hopefully the parts will turn up for that. I'm only got a couple of days. So probably be by the beginning of next week. I'll do a night over there working on the motorbike. I'll actually probably set a tripod up, and yeah, I'll just build that bike while you guys are watching. Yeah, so I've got handlebars coming and risers to put the new bars on. There's new tail lights and new pipes, and we'll start to lower it too. So I'll stand it up, pull the springs off. I'm just going to cut the rear springs to start with because they've got like covers and stuff to get it sitting right, and we'll just mark out to start cutting the rear guard and turn her into a half a chopper bobber sort of thing. So yeah. Red, do you have any VS or VR clean wagons at your yard? Yeah, there's a silver VS wagon there that's quite tidy. So long as Leith hasn't sat something on the roof of it. But yeah, there is a silver. I'm pretty sure it's VS. Yeah. Yeah, I got some work done. All the front ends bolted in on the Bedford. I started to put the gearbox cross member in. As I dropped the gearbox down to meet the cross member, the sump touched on the cross member. So I'm going to now have to space the engine forward probably 10 mil. So that'll clear so I can put the cross member in. So I'm just going to make up those spaces. So that's my next job on that. But it's getting there. It's down on the ground. I could connect up the steering shaft now and push it outside, but I would like to at least have the gearbox bolted in as well and the steering shaft done, and maybe even the exhaust bolted to the head and the inlet manifold on as well. And that way I can just hand it over to Leith and he can go through and get it to run. So Mr. Jack, $2 super chat. So let's read his question, guys. The super chats thing's supposed to work that it highlights your question, so I read it out. But I try and read everyone's out, give everyone the time of day. But I do appreciate the super chats, dude, the support. And it's going to get us over to America, guys, to go and piss about over there and see how things are done, eh? We all know things take time. Don't stress. I was stressing a lot there at one stage about it, and I've given up, to be honest. It's just going to happen when it happens, and, you know, hopefully you enjoy it when it does happen. But there's always something going on. Some of the stuff, like there was that AU in the driveway that went out today. There's that VW Golf I was talking about. The boys found the water leak in that, so that'll get fixed, and it's another one that'll get tidied up, and just another one that goes out the door to a young girl or something like that. There's a lot of those cars that get done, guys, that you guys don't see. How much would a clean VS S-Pack be worth? I've got one owner, black on with SS seats in it. It's very hard to put a price on something without seeing it. Sometimes it comes down to how the car sits or what wheels are on it or where you live too makes a big difference. Like if you live in Cairns, it's not worth anything. There's no population up there. It's not something that's, whereas I had a heap of interest for the Formula in Melbourne, right? The population's there, the interest is there, and the money's there. Sometimes selling a car comes down to where you are. It's hard for me to sell stuff out here because of where I am. So the price of a car can be 3 times more if you're in the right place. But a VS, $500 to $1,000 for a 6-cylinder one, unless it's something special. Even though SSs are worth a lot of money, the standard models just aren't. They're just not there. So yeah. Do I know much about reverse cow scoops? Is it hey Red, do you know how much a reverse cow scoop is worth, because I need one for my VN. Okay, there's a place in Ipswich called Replaglass. Okay, the bonnet for my Formula cost me $750. I gave them the bonnet, okay, and it was going to cost the same amount to put a reverse cowl on it. So to just get one made, okay, you can buy just the scoop for $200 to $300, and then you've got to grind the bonnet, fiberglass it on, stick it down, blend it, and do all that. Or you can give it to them, and they charge about $350 or something to fit it. If that helps, there'll be a fiberglass. Most fiberglass company that sell the reverse cowl scoops will fit them as well. Do you ever swap cars at your yard, or do you have to talk to Leith about that? Leith is there day in, day out, knows where we're at with cars. The swap thing, I'd like to say I don't do it. Occasionally I do, but it's hard to, the only way, like I wouldn't swap for something else that's just going to end up in the yard. Unless it's something I'm interested in, I don't really bother. The motorbike I ended up with to help a mate out. The ute we're building into the vnss ute, I swapped that for a TX3 that was there because it was something I was actually looking for. But yes, we do swap stuff, but we don't, yeah. But you can talk to me or Leith about that, but yeah. Do you ever do up drinking, fighting, and rooting? Hey, Red, when did I give up drinking, fighting, and rooting? I gave up drinking and going out fighting basically when Savannah was 2 weeks after Savannah was born. So she's now 15. Yeah, I couldn't drink and look after her, and it was just time. Kids come and I had things to do. It was just yeah, I don't know, new stage in life. Just sold my GC8 WRX and brought a FC RX7 Series 5 project, looking for a 13B turbo and box. Whereabouts are you, Sean? But you're gonna have to travel for that one anyway, buddy. I've been trying to buy a rotary motor for a long time and they're just not around. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool, buddy. And I can see WRX to rotary, same sort of, yeah, sounds pretty cool build, man. I'd love to do a rotary myself, but yeah. All right, can anyone help him out? Yeah, so a 13B and a box, guys. Yeah. Strawberry Cape, where are you located? Kingaroy. Got a VP Calais in the next, getting it sweet. Calais are awesome, eh? You'll be very, very happy with that VP Calais. I'll put money on it. They're just awesome. Hey, Kyle. Appreciate it, dude. Legend. Hey, Ricky. What's going on? Car price comes down to how much people want to pay. That's about it. Yeah. But yeah, but a rough guide, any 6-cylinder Commodore starts at about, if it runs and drives and it's not completely trashed, is about $500. From there, if it's manual, you can add, say, 500. And then from there, if it's got wheels and good paint, you start adding in $500 increments. So, yeah. And that's all of them. That's VN, VP, VS, VR. Be careful buying VRs because, yeah, they didn't run for long and the gearboxes are model specific and just hard to find. But yeah, and VTs, even VXs, VYs, the price goes up a lot and you shouldn't buy VZs anyway. So they're irrelevant. Seen a nice VN Holden Calais with a 5-litre on Facebook clean the other day. Was only $6,000. That's pretty good buying. Yeah, and then if you're V8, obviously in a different class altogether. If you're a Calais, it's more. S-Pack, realistically, means nothing. Bellina means nothing. You might as well have an executive once it's an older second-hand car. It comes down to condition. Yeah, unless someone used to own one and then they desperately want that model. But yeah, Craig, legend, in the draw, shirts, about 9 o'clock. Young Savannah is kicking ass and taking names for us, which is good, and she'll come and do the draw for us later. Peter Black, are you in Queensland? No, I'm in my vnss. That was funny. Now come on. Yes, I am in Queensland, mate. I'm in Kingaroy. My workshop's in Nanango. We're about 2.5 hours west of Brisbane in Queensland. We're in peanut country. Hadsy come up the other day, gave me a lift back in his Mad Mustang, and I got him a mixed gift pack of peanuts. What a terrible mate I am, eh? All right. Zach Johnson, great channel you have. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate the support. Make sure you share. Make sure you like, because it'll put us into the algorithm. And make sure you say hello to your sister. She's awesome. My sister is awesome. She's doing great things with my grandmother at the moment with the issues we have down in Geelong. Yeah, she's awesome. Kyle, dude, $20 New Zealand money. Legend. Thank you very much, dude. In the draw for a shirt. We do post to New Zealand, which is good. It takes a while, though, as Warren will tell you. He's been waiting for his shirt now for a few days, but it is on its way. Hey, here's Jono, the new Formula owner. He done the bad trip up, come up and hung out for a day or so, and yeah, headed back and done the trip back in the Formula, which is I was a little bit jealous, but I ended up finding time enough to do part of the trip with him down to the Goldie, which was good. How did you go with the audio books, Jono? Did you bust into a bit of Les Norton action? Did you? Yeah, I gave him a USB stick with audio books. Being a truck driver, I listen to a lot of audio books, and I try and force them onto everyone. They're mad. They're really good. I should get a sponsorship from Audible, shouldn't I? Have you ever had any cars in your yard that you regret parting out or selling, or I wish I kept? In the yard here, not so much. That XY Falcon that I put onto the parts finder page, I regret selling. My CV8 Monaro, the black, I bought a brand new black CV8 Monaro. I really regret selling that. I don't sell stuff of my own. The Formula, I regret selling that a little bit. Had to delete a van a while back. I regret selling that. But the stuff in the yard, honestly, I just hold on to it. We've got a lot of time with this YouTube coming up, and I do want to do it full time. So I need a lot of projects sitting there to be able to build stuff, but not really. I put a lot of thought into stuff before I sell older stuff. And I sort of, yeah, I still have a lot of cars, mate. But yeah, good question, buddy. I remember when I went to Darwin and bought a Valiant Charger for 5K and sold it for 60. That's the go, dude. That's the dream if you can pull it off. Ricky, do you have a bull bar for a D40 Nissan Navara 2012 model? I think there is one there. We had one come through. Did I pick that up or not? Talk to Leith at the yard. I think there is one. One come through, and it went to a mate in Brisbane, and the bull bar and the tray, I think, and the tow bar got pulled off it before it went. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think there might be one there. You'd have to talk to Leith. I don't keep track of the parts in the yard. You may have already sold it. I'm not sure. It was only a couple of weeks ago, though. I love my vnss manual. I love your vnss manual as well, Kyle. I love them all. I love them all. I've got a manual one sitting just over there in the yard. That's the next one I'm going to build. That's hopefully the one that'll get built to, well, if I sell this to buy a Monaro, then I'll build that. No, I'll still sell the manual one, because I've got the other one up in the backyard, which will be an auto. I'll probably put an LS into the one that doesn't have a motor up there, and the one over there with the original 5-litre and stuff in it, the manual, will just get built to sell. Yes. Got offered 2.5 for my VS sedan, runs, drives, stops with rego, only a V6 auto, body panels are not straight. Dude, take the money and run, man. That's good going. That is really good going. Death Wings, $5 super chat. Champion in the draw, man. Do you still have the Courier Ute? Yes. Think that what it was, and the thing got flocked the dash. Yes. Yes, I still have the Ute. It started to get hard to start, and I don't want to sell something that I was worried that there might have been an issue there. So we pulled the head off, and I did a video and showed where the head gasket was blown. So it was high on the list to get back together and get it done. But yeah, we've got a few. There's a X-Trail pulled apart. I want to get that back together to get sold. And there's a few other normal jobs that have got to get done to get sold before Christmas, and then that'll get put back together. I love that ute. It's so cool. Like, it's just awesome ute. But yes, that ute is still there. We'll get it back together and it will be up for sale. It'll be around the $5,000 mark, all put back together with all the Recaro seats in it and a mod plate done and all that sort of stuff. So it'll be a bloody good thing. Is that something you're pretty keen on, mate? And thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Absolute champion. Obviously in the draw for a shirt. You turned the offer down. Well, different strokes for different folks. Mr. Jack wants to know, Jono, how did the drive go in the Formula? He'll go, it was bloody good once that dickhead got out of the car. All right, what do we got? Obviously, Peter Black is a dickhead and someone's deleting his comments. Whoever's doing that, thank you. Justin should have taken the 2.5 and run. I agree. But anyway, but he must like the car. Yeah. Do you know anyone who has a Nissan D40 Bull Bar? Mate, you just asked that, and there should be one at the yard. Other than that, I have no idea. Anybody else out there? Whereabouts are you, Ricky? Anyone else out there in internet world that has a D40 Bull Bar for a 2012 Nissan Navara for Ricky? Whereabouts are you, Ricky? Hopefully we can find someone that has one, mate. Hey, mate, hang in there, bro. Always hanging in there just by my figures. I'm still going, mate, and I love them. Oh, sweet. So the book's worked out well. Have you listened to any of the Les Norton ones yet? The big red-headed Queenslander. Audiobooks are the go. I sit in the tractor 12 hours a day. That's the go, Mr. Jack. I couldn't live without him, eh? Have you listened to any Bryce Courtney stuff at all, or Jack Reacher, or what's the other one? You guys don't want to hear about books. It's like when I listen to the Smoking Tide podcast and they start talking about watches, and I'm like, dude, watches? Really? But anyway, audiobooks. What a poof I am. Hey, Red, how long have you and the captain been towing and running the yard? Okay, the towing I've been doing for about 5 years. The captain had a heart attack and moved up here about 18 months ago, maybe a bit longer, and just to live with me, and I was going to look after him. He come good, wanted something to do, so I opened the yard up. I was sort of storing and wrecking cars from mates' farms and all over the place, getting trouble off the council all the time for just cars everywhere. But yeah, so the yard will be coming up on 2 years soon, and yeah, but the towing's been running for a bit over 5 years now. Hey Tina, how are you? Just tuned into the live. How's things going? How's my little mate Mia? She's awesome. She had her Christmas thing tonight with Santa and everything. It went well. She carried on a little bit as they do. Yeah, I was rushing to get her showered and dressed and didn't have time, and I was running out, and yeah, but she should be in bed, I'd say, by now. She hasn't come out for a kiss and cuddle, so don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I'll go and see her when I go inside. But she should be in bed by now for sure. Hey, Red, I have a mate in Perth who's giving away a HQ sedan with rusts in all the normal places. Did you say giving away? All right, that's a bargain, guys. I picked up a HQ yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Should have showed you in that live, I think. I think I'm just going to sell it. I've got to be a little bit realistic, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the HQ sedan. If someone gave me a couple of grand, it can go. So I'm going to put it in the yard. Comes with that back cut. Needs a bit of rust. I would love to build it. I'll put it in the lineup, but if someone turns up, I'm going to start getting realistic. If someone comes into the yard now and offers decent money for some of these projects, I think they can go. Yeah, but anyway, I'll see the formula again. I'm sure that I will. I'll be coming through at some stage. Did you look up the Sher gaffer tape bikini? There's a lot of car people regret selling. Yeah, I don't sell a lot anyway. I hold on to most stuff. It's I'm fortunate in that way that I can. But yeah. Do you sell or get rid of the Holden VN V8, the one you did the road trip in with the back window falling out? Can you show us it in the live stream if you still have it? Okay, the car that I done that road trip in from Proserpine, it was an SV89 Commodore. It's an extremely rare HDT Commodore. They only made 200 of those. They make an SV, like ASV 89, because it's 89 model. They made a 90, which was a VP. They made a 98, which was a VL. So the HDT made a model. So SV for Special Vehicle 89 model. So SV 89, which make VN. Okay. So yes, I still have it. It's not something I'll be selling. It's something I'll be doing a full nut and bolt restoration on. It is an absolutely beautiful car. I love the interior in it. I love the way it goes. I hate the clutch. The clutch cable's seized up and it's so hard. It's dark right now and it's up the back of my yard, but there will be work that I end up doing here some afternoons, and with the new way I'm going to do the channel for a little bit and try and get out of editing, I'll show you. So yeah, I might get it out. We'll go for a drive, do something with it. I need to check out what the rust is doing, because what I'm doing, because it was in the rainforest up north, in the damp and all that, and I want to see where the rust is progressing and starting to continue before I start restoring it, because I don't want to do big rust cuts and then have the rust come out next to it, if that makes sense to you. And I'm going to start putting some rust converter through it and stuff like that to, yeah, just start the process, guys. It's a big restoration, that one. And yeah, VN all day, that's it. I'm loving sitting in here. Stephen Fensky. This bloke here, this Stephen Fensky, he would be, I'll just think about this before I say it. He would be my oldest friend, to be honest, guys. Kindergarten, we had a thing in primary school called the Mud Gang, where you'd go out, if it rained, you'd go out and play in the mud at recess, and Fenno would wear a dress because he got in trouble. Anyway, what do you got to say, Fenno? Have you got any diff centers for a 95 80 series Land Cruiser? Need a rear one. No, but just trying to think. 80 series Land Cruiser, 80 series Land Cruiser. No, I don't think I have, buddy. If you struggle to find one, which you probably will, let me know and I'll chase what I can for you, buddy. I don't have any 80 series in the yard. Yeah, and I can't really think of anyone that's got any lying around. I think I've got a late model Patrol diff in the backyard, but yeah, sorry, mate. John O's Garage. I'm in Melbourne. I've got a car freighted to Darwin. Was only $900. Sometimes, mate, you can jag those trips, where you can get a backload or something like that. Yeah, I'm never in the right place at the right time, and honestly, I don't have the time to sit down and ring around all those freight companies. I was just going to use a dude called Treasure Transport. I don't know if you've seen him on Facebook. He moves a lot of stuff around, does a really good job. He's not the cheapest bloke in the world, but sometimes you pay for what you get. Looks after stuff, seems pretty honest. Yeah, but at the same time, once I've paid for it, I'll let all you guys know. You might have a mate or something. Sometimes you just got to pay. Yeah. Mr. Jack. Yes, it was a great drive home. Yeah, to search Jono. He bought the Formula. He's just answering Mr. Jack's question on how the road trip went. And Jono's just saying he had a good trip. It's a bloody reliable car, that thing. Like, it just keeps on chugging. It just, yeah, well, obviously you saw the 8,000 Ks after it sat for 10 years. We done some unis and stuff in it before Jono got it. And just checked over it again, but it's just been good. It's just awesome. The aircon's cold, and yeah, just a nice car. Cheapest motor around is 25K anywhere. I do like the VX, VS Club Sports, BF Turbos, Falcons. Probably the best time for us Ford Holden guys. Who else like both models? I do like Fords and Holdens. I'm not a big fan of like BA Falcons. The BFs look all right. There is a BA Falcon in Rocklea down near this tyre shop near the Bunnings there, and it's silver, it's low. It might even be a BF, I'm not sure, but it's just simple and it just looks awesome, this Falcon. Every time I see it, it just looks great. You can get Monaros. Well, there's 17 grand for the one here. There's another one here in town that's around the same money. I think it's yellow, Jake was saying the other day. It's about 18 grand. They sort of go from 18 to 20 grand and then jump to 40. There's no real in between. They're either really good or really rough. But Yeah, the old mate that I'm buying mine off, he's a bloke that does my painting. He's a nice guy. Um, it'll do. It doesn't really worry me what car it is, to be completely honest, because it's got a lot of the GDO body kit and stuff for what I want to build. It's on there. I'm not a big body kit guy, but saw a picture of one. I did post it up, of a silver one that looks sort of similar to what I want to build, and I like it. Yeah. So, what's a WM Caprice '07 V8 6 litre worth? I think a mate bought one the other day and he paid 4 or 6 grand or something for it. '07. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Because it's a 6 litre, they're worth a bit more. Ricky asked a question and I said, where was he? And he said, Nanango. I can't remember what the question was, mate. I'm sorry. I'm getting old. It's senile. Terrible. Hey, Red, what do you think of HQ Monaros? With painted bumpers, because I personally hate it. You have to go chrome all the way. I was thinking about something the other day, but I'll stay on track here. The Monaros with chrome bumpers, yes. The sedans with painted bumper bars, I do like. Like, I did post a picture of my old HZ. It had chrome bumper bars on it, and it didn't look right. I painted the bumper bars with the black strip in it, and it looked heaps better. Like, heaps better. I've got a video coming up, but obviously I'm going to whinge on it again. I haven't had time to edit it. But painted bars on a sedan, like done as a GDS, look really good. But painted bars on the coupes, not so much. And I was thinking, people go, oh, they say, what do you want? What do you want a CV8 Monaro for? It's just a two-door Commodore. Well, yes, it is, right? But when you think of HQs, really, it's just a two-door Kingswood, same as HTGKs. They are really just a two-door Kingswood or Belmont even. Like, so the argument of it's just a two-door Commodore, you're a dickhead, is, well, yes, it is. And do you like the old Monaros? Yeah, I love them. But they're just a two-door. Anyway, there's my whinge for the day. Man, we got that out of the way. Let's move on with a bit of happiness. All right. Some people like audiobooks and Holdens. Some people like Barras and men. I'm happy with that. That was good. That was awesome. Man. So how long have you known Captain? He's always been a mechanic. I've known Captain since the start of high school, so 13, 14 years old. We've been playing mechanics since then. I already had a car then and motorbikes, and I'd rebuilt his motorbikes and we'd go motorbike riding. He's done a lot of panel beating and stuff like that. Engine reconditioning, though, is where he ended up following that line. So it's about 25 years, 20, well, he worked for me as an engine reconditioner at a shop I had 20 years ago, and he was doing it a couple of years before, 3 or 4 years before that. So 25 odd years, and mixed in amongst it mechanical stuff. So basically forever. Cars have just always been there, and motorbikes and stuff. So yeah. Did that answer your question? How long have I known Captain? Yep, since I was 13 or 14, and I'm 43 now, so forever. And yeah, he's been a mechanic a long time. Very, very good mechanic. So you saw the Sher? Yeah, did the car remind you of it? Can you do a vid on the SV89? Yes, I can, definitely. I think I should do one very soon because I do get asked a lot of questions about it. How much would buy the HQ sedan? 2 grand. What I paid for it. Yeah, it can go. It's just got a 6-cylinder in it. It's rusty, but it's a HQ. Everyone wants a HQ. I want to see you naked again. Okay, cool. That'd be great. What kind of car are you sitting in now? As it said from the thumbnail, this is my vnss. My beautiful girl. Isn't she nice? Yeah. Can't you tell by the seat? vnss. The Holy Grail. All right. Yes. I just need a gear set as it's got an air locker in it. Oh, Fenno. 411s if anyone has one. Okay, so Fenno's still looking for that 80 series diff center, guys. I just need a gear set. as it's got an air locker, okay, in it. It's 411s if anyone has. So he just needs, yeah, so a diff center, guys, for a 80 series, preferably 411 gears, guys, and he's down in Geelong. If anyone's got some 80 series parts down in Geelong, surely there's someone down there that specializes in 80 series stuff. Tomorrow, Feno, send me a text message. I've got a mate up here that deals with a lot of cruisers. If you can't find someone local, and I'll give Gianni a call and see what he's got. You picked up, hang on, you picked up out this white Nissan Navara. What was blowing heaps of white smoke? Don't know what that's about, but probably I'll pick up a lot of cars. Did you see that Gearheads Oz new video? It's pretty sick. You need to collab with the guy. He's a legend. Yeah, Matt. He's pretty loose. Eh? I have seen a couple of his videos that have come out. I think the new one come up today, and I haven't had time yet, but I'll have to check him out, see what he's up to. He's pretty loose. He doesn't care, that's for sure. He just, yeah. XT6T, damn straight, cool handsome. Any photos of the Monaro you're wanting to buy? Tina, if you jump onto the parts finder page, I'm pretty sure I put a couple of photos up there of the Monaro that I'm going to buy. Ignore the massive Tokyo Drift spoiler on the back of it, because that'll be going. Yeah. Down. Good. Sorry for the bad message. I understand that. Don't be like that, Red. Okay. XR. I don't know what I'm sorry if I was like something. Got Barras for life. That's the go. Barras all day. And I still love my vnss. Barra the kit car, yeah, that'd be awesome. I think I remember that shop. Yeah, the old Leaf. You were around then, Kai. You would have gone to the Lethal Automotive shop, back on the Gold Coast, many years ago, dude. If anyone doesn't know, VL, where is it? Where did your name go? VL1 Love. That's Kai, my stepson. Yeah, we're going to build that VL in the yard in the coming times for him. The one that came in the other day. Is there good money in towing business? Yes and no, depending on how you set your business up. If you go and buy something for 200 grand with massive shiny wheels and stuff, you can make money because you can charge a lot. I don't charge a lot. I have a different outlook on my towing business where I take away wrecks and stuff for the yard, and there's a lot involved in it. And to me, it's more about finding those cars, finding that formula. If I didn't do cheap tows, I wouldn't have found that, and that's what it's all about for me. I make a living. Some people today told me that I charged them $70 and RACQ quoted them $320. So there's a lot of that goes on, especially where we live. There's another couple of towing companies around. They're quite expensive, but at the same time, I do it myself, so I don't have to pay staff. I don't have finance on my trucks, which helps as well. The trucks I run are cheaper on insurance, cheaper on fuel, cheaper on registration, cheaper on tires because they're not as big. There's a lot of things and thought you've got to put into what truck you buy and what work you're going to do. Like, I get a bit of insurance work. I don't chase it. I could chase more insurance work and charge more, but it's not really what I want to do. I don't go to accidents. There's a lot of money in accident tows. Depending on where you live in New South Wales, you've got to have a license. 200 k's from like Brisbane. In Queensland, you don't need a towing license. I enjoy it. It's not really the money for me. No matter what you do, as you guys are well aware, you have to work, right? I enjoy the cars, and it enables me to do what I want to do, which is cars, and make a living. So, yes, there's money in it, depending on how you set yourself up. I don't want a HQ. That's okay. It's fine. Do you love the Holdens as much as you love your missus? Yeah, Nicole's awesome. She's been with me a long time and supports me in all this crap, and I would be absolutely lost without her. And without the cars, I'd just have to walk. So, yeah, Nicole's good. If you find a good one, you've got to try and hold on to them. She's in a bad mood today, but never know what tomorrow's going to bring. When you bought the Jag motor, was the motor seized since it was from a boat? No, the motor wasn't seized, but inside the water journals, it was scaled up just from salt water and sitting. Yeah, it wasn't seized though. It was like new inside. It had only been run, as far as I could see, for maybe, Christ, if it had been run for 2 hours, I'd be very surprised. So it was like brand new. Bearings were all good. The bores were still perfect. It wasn't rusted. Yeah, we just done head gaskets on it anyway, and screwing studs because of running the blower because they weren't in there. Rod, like, yeah, and cleaned out the water system and stuff. But no, it wasn't seized, luckily. Yeah, I checked that before I bought it, but it was cheap. Even if it was seized, I still would have paid what I paid for it, because what I paid for that whole motor and everything, you'd struggle to even buy a blower for that sort of money. I've been looking for another cheap blower since, still haven't found one, because I put the 5 litre that's sitting on the ground here next to me in the Jag to start with, and we're going to put the blower on that. So I started accumulating bits and pieces to put a blower onto a 5 litre, and I've still got all that stuff there. So if I can find a nice price 671, we can yeah, put a blower on something else, on a 5 litre. The vnss sedan would look nice next to the ute when it's done. Yep, that's what it's all about. Someone actually said the other day that I should do one of the VN wagons as a white SS wagon. It wasn't the silliest thing I'd ever heard, but see where we end up, guys. Yeah, we've got that one we're putting the RB in, and then we've got that manual one that I'm going to go through and show you servicing and what to look for in a thing. Maybe maybe build a white, what do you reckon? Build a white vnss wagon. So I'll have a white wagon, an Atlas grey ute, and a Phoenix red sedan. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, because I got to do the wagon anyway, and it is manual too, so it's a little bit special. Oh no, it's a 6-cylinder. I suppose I'll get another one. I'll get another one to do that, because I don't want to pull the 6-cylinder manual out, and it's got to be a V8. Like, it's one thing building a mock-up, it's another thing building a 6-cylinder mock-up, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, back on track. Stop dreaming about cars. Why do they call you red? Red air. What's left of it? Yeah, simple one. Jono's Garage. My father owned a car yard years ago and had a very, very rusty XY. He put it up for sale in the paper, runs and drives, rust free. Okay. I don't understand that. But anyway, Ricky for Nissan Navara. Just pull the bull bar off it, please. The Nissan Navara has gone, okay, but the bull bar might be there. You've just got to ring the yard, buddy, okay, and talk to Leith. I don't keep track of what's in the parts yard. I'm in the truck all day, every day. I run the towing side, and Leith runs the parts side. Leith keeps track of parts and that are there. I do pick the cars up and drop them off there, but once they're dropped off there, I don't know what happens to them. So if you need a tow, you ring me. If you need parts, you ring Leith. And I have a broad sort of idea of what's there, but the nitty-gritty of what's left there and what's sold today and yesterday and last week, I have no idea. Leith is the man to talk to. Open 8 till 5, Monday to Friday. Not going to lie, cars are better than women any day, as long as they are a Ford. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's fabulous. Men at work, land down under. Hey, Mr. Red, how are you, dude? What's going on? How's the SV89 going? Exactly the same as last time you would have asked. It's still sitting in exactly the same spot, and I will get back to it one day. Straight up Holdens and Fords are cool depending on the year. It just depends. It doesn't come down to what sort of car it is. Like, I've got a Toyota Celica out there, that Supra Celica, and I'm as mad about that as I am about this vnss. Like, it's just certain car companies, whatever brand it is, built certain models that some of us just have to own. We get a little bit hung up on Fords and Holdens and that battle where I don't think there needs to be a battle. I think it should just be anything mechanical, you know what I mean? For me, it's about the mechanics of it and how it all goes together that does it for me. It's not really about the badge that's on the car. Rear Wheel Master, would you sell me a 5 litre engine? No, but there is a guy on the Sunshine Coast that sells a lot of 5 litre engines. They're just, if I sell one to you, no matter what I sell it to you for, when I need one, I'll have to pay more to get one in. And the ones I've got, I know what they are. At this stage, not really, because yeah. But sorry, but they're just not something that I sell. But there is a bloke. We spoke about him the other day. He's on Facebook all the time. Always wrecks out Commodores. Always has 5 litres in stock. He actually had some good manifolds and stuff the other day too, and some cams. What's his name? Brett Matthews or something like that. Anyway, you got a baby truck. You should get a K200, mate. What I've got is the truck that works for what I do. If I buy whatever a K200 is, I'm going to have to put the prices up. Why would I buy another truck? What sort of truck have you got, mate? Hey, Red, will you ever do a turbo V8 build? Yes, 100%. Yes, definitely. There's stuff in the works. It's hard. If I say things, then I get hassled about it. So, yeah. Do I still have the Mazda 1000 Ute? Yep, it's in the backyard. We're putting a motorbike motor in it. Have you ever had a break-in at your yard or any cars stolen? There was a BA Falcon that got stolen a couple of weeks back. They cut the fence and, yeah, stole it. And some other blokes stole some wheels. They got busted, though. The cameras picked them up. And, yeah, I haven't heard anything back about the BA yet. But, yep. What do you do? It's just life, isn't it? With ice these days and crackheads. You should keep the small trucks. Get a better rig, means a lot more money instead of maintenance and that. I don't even know why people would. The trucks I run are absolutely perfect for what I do. I looked at buying a large tilt tray this year, earlier this year, and it doesn't work for what I do. I've got no interest in moving shipping containers. I've got no interest in moving tractors. I've got no interest in moving miscellaneous farm machinery. I've got no interest in any of that stuff. I have a massive interest in cars, okay? And my trucks are set up for cars, and I can load cars quick. I know how to look after cars when I'm loading them, unloading them, transporting them. When people break down in their cars, most of the time I can help them out and diagnose what's wrong with it and make sure that they go to the right place to get it fixed. And I enjoy helping people that way. To buy a bigger truck means, yes, I have to charge more, which I don't want to do. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'll buy a bigger truck when I start doing barra conversions. There you go. That's never going to happen. How you going, Moot? I'm going good, Moot. Rust free. There's no rusts. That means the rust is free. Fair enough, I suppose. That's right. We were all talking about that before. NZ Gearheads were saying, look, this dude's late. We're going to have a chat with him. Hey, Red, do you own the whole Kingatow parts and towing, or just a partnership with Leith? It's all me. Yeah. I started Kingatow. I started the shed. I pay for everything. When stuff breaks, I pay for it. Yeah. Leith works for me, but with me, if that makes sense. I wouldn't. Yeah. I enjoy having him around. It makes his life easier because he doesn't really have a boss. He has free reign to do what he wants. But yeah, it's all me. Ford and Holden lost out a bit during a time period in the 80s. Yeah, fuel crisis. Holden pulled forward a bit. They both have released cars that are good and bad. Yeah, cars are like chicks. It's all about the shape and the lines. That's it. It's exactly right. My favorite car was a S14 Sylvia, S14K Sylvia. I don't think I've never owned a Sylvia. I almost bought a few years back, but yeah. Hey mate, how much lower lip cost for a vnss these days? A new one, I priced up one to put it for the formula and it wasn't cheap. It was like 260 to 320 or something like that. It was for a VN front lip. I had a mate said, look, I've got one, man, on a bumper bar, come and pick it up. And I went to pick it up and I got it and it was a VP SS. I grabbed it, he said take it anyway. I don't know what I'll use it on down the track, but yeah, I didn't get one in the end. So I've got to have to buy one soon for the ute build, but I'll just have to order one and suck it up and pay for it. I should get a guard dog for the yard. They would have just cut the fence and let the dog out. You know, you can only keep the honest people out, mate, and you can't stress too much about it. There's the cameras that are there. There's new ones going in. There's also another Wi-Fi system that's next couple of days should be done, I think. I'll have to check my emails. And there's new sensor lights and sirens and stuff, and the local police, because it's only a small town, are going to watch for. There's a plan, so it's all under control. It's all good. The cameras that are there like can pick up what cigarettes you're smoking. They're that good. So it's just you can't sweat the small things, James. I appreciate your worry for me. It's just what it is, dude. You just gotta, yeah. What do you do? Colin, love the message. Sorry for the crap messages. All good, man. Not a problem. I didn't notice, so all good. Hey, Red, do you know anyone who's selling HR Holden? Yep, me. I'm selling a few. What do you want? I've got a ute out the back that all the rust's been done in. There's a couple of sedans hanging around. There's one at the yard, 6-cylinder, 4-speed. It's got a little bit of rust. It's, I think, 3.5 grand. It's a disc brake car. What sort of budget have you got and what do you want to buy? How's the Commodores going? Commodores are always going well. I'll ignore that. Wish Tuesday would hurry up. What's happening on Tuesday, Gearheads Oz? It was yesterday, if that's any help to you, mate. It's horses for courses. His truck works. His business works. That's it. That's it. Like, that's it. The boss, every now and again, there's another one that tries to start up around here to compete. They last until they have to pay their rego or tyres. I'm a household name these days. Getting a bigger truck is just ridiculous. I don't need a bigger truck. Why would... I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. And if you think I need a bigger truck, go and buy one yourself. There you go. I don't know. Anyway. Do I own the shed? No. I'm looking to buy my own garage. What they go for. I'm waiting to finish a house I've got up north to rent that out to cover the additional cost it is to buy that shed. But yeah, soon. Need a garage to do your barra swaps. Sounds like a good plan. What area are you in, John's garage? G'day, Angelo. How are you, dude? Why would you... Oh, Christ. Do you like when people call you Red? Red's been my name forever. Forever. For as long as I can remember, my name's been Red. Yeah, it's... For as long as I've been known, my name's been Red. It's I was with this girl one night. This is when I was years and years ago, and the next day she wakes up and goes, "Oh, what's your real name?" And I said, "Oh, Brendan Reed." She goes, "Oh, I've heard of you," like because everyone calls me Red. It was good in younger years simply because if something happened, right, and then police are taking statements, and it's like, "Who was in that car over there?" "I was Red." "What's his name?" And everyone looks at everyone and goes, "I don't know. Does anyone know his name?" "No." And the coppers are like, "You must know his name." "No, no one knew my name." Like, there's just, It's one of those things. My name was red. It's always been red. It's only since being in business and stuff like that that it just certain deals that you do and older people and older businesses that you deal with, they don't want to call someone red. So yeah. Give me 1,000 for it. I don't even know what you're giving me 1,000 for, but obviously because of that comment and the way you've worded it, you're just trying to lowball me or be a dick. So yeah. So the answer is no. Whatever it was. I really don't care what type of motor in the car, as long as it runs okay. That's it. It doesn't wear your shoes out. Sent a few messages, doing a good job. Thanks, man. This sort of stuff hanging in the shed. Okay, so I'll just read that again. I'm not going at this sort of stuff hanging in their shed. Hey, Rick here. Have sent a few messages before you doing a good job. Before you're doing a good job. I'm not good at this sort of stuff hanging there, bud. Too easy, dude. Richard, well, welcome. Glad to have you along for the ride, dude. Yeah, going to do a lot more live streams coming up soon, a lot more just getting stuff done and spending some time. I'm going to try and, yeah, when I knock off work, so it'll be sort of 7, 8 o'clock at night, call past the workshop, do an hour or so, show you guys what's going on. Thank you very much, Kyle. Appreciate it, dude. All good. Letho is a legend. Yes, he's awesome to have around, and yeah, we work well together. Coming to Australia next Tuesday for nearly a month. Missing Australia. It's the best country in the world, dude. That's for sure. Don't buy a Holden. Ford Beast. I don't know what that was. That didn't work. Hey, brother, your truck looks mad. It needs rusty gold sitting on your truck at the yard for sale. Yeah, it's a Dodge two-door sedan, a 36 or 38, I can't remember now. Dodge two-door sedan, $2,000, dude. Yeah, it's not that rusty. Around the back is probably the worst bit. In the bits that are hard to repair, like the gutters and around the windows, is actually in really good shape. It's still got the standard flathead 6-cylinder in it. But yeah, it's a Dodge two-door sedan and $2,000, man. If you're keen, Benny. I've got 6K budget, but I'll have to find some time to come and have a look at some of yours. Yeah, even if you, Chris, if you want to give me a call and let me know what you're looking for, I can go through the different sedans and utes I've got and see if there's something that suits you, and we'll see where we go. I've got a GDR that runs 10s if you want it. No, not really. That Mazda, buddy. No. 5 minutes until the draw closes. Mad. Well, there you go. So there's Savannah, my daughter. So yeah, Super Chat's going to close, guys, in 5 minutes for the draw. But that might have been 5 minutes ago for shirt draw, guys. So any Super Chat goes in the draw to win a shirt tonight. Yeah, up to 4XL and whatever's in stock, really. White ones, black ones. Yeah, I have a lovely bunch of coconuts, big ones, small ones, some as big as my head. River skid, yep. I'll do that right now. Oh, hang on. There's no battery in it. There's no battery, sorry, Harry, in the car. Yeah, I was just something different. Thought I'd sit out here instead of the shack tonight. Fenno. Hey there, never met you, but I'm Stephen Fenske's fiance. Love this, and you wore girls' clothes. It wasn't me, it was him. I never had to wear the dress. Well, I don't think I did have to wear the dress. I'm positive it was him. It wasn't me. Yeah, in the mud gang. Red, I was thinking, men at work, land down under. Man, I was thinking, talking to people, and I'm different. They all want to start out with expensive cars. I just want a Holden Ute, which runs aircon and heating. It's hard. Everyone, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but everyone destroys their first car. Like they just destroy it. They don't mean to. They just don't have the driving experience or even just to look after it. You know what I mean? Like they leave it at mates' places, go out, mates will jump in it, crap goes everywhere. You know, buying an expensive car for your first car, yeah. And sometimes some of the cheap ones you have more fun in. Like the Formula is not an expensive car. We had a mad time in that because you didn't have to care too much. You just enjoy it and just cruise, you know. People arguing about cars, but really all cars are crap. They all have their problems. That's about it. They all have their different things. Nicole's editing video for her YouTube channel, Divana Lee Designs. She's in there editing video at the moment. Seems like that's what she does. Draw closed in 2 minutes. Super chats. There's Mr. Jack again. New segment Reds shed time. Last night was good. Yes, I can do it. I don't want to commit though to another booked in time where I need to be somewhere. Because believe it or not, it is very hard for a Wednesday night to be here every Wednesday night. Saturday mornings aren't too bad. It's actually good to go and hang out at the workshop because I'm never there. But yeah, so super draw is going to close, guys. Any super chat? Mr. Jack just went in the draw again to go in the draw tonight. How much is a VN window going for? I have no idea. Probably $30 or something, $33. Leith handles all the parts at the yard. 20, $30, I think, something like that. Yeah, but if you contact the yard in the morning after 8 a.m., Leith will be able to help you out with that. And I'm absolutely positive that yeah, I realise that. But yeah. It's if he shows up with money, you can take it. No, he can't actually. It's $1,500. It's not a lot of money for that thing. Yeah. It's not, it's just not a lot of money for it. Where do you find another Mazda 1000 Ute that's got good interior? The dash is in good shape and it's all complete. The motor and box is all complete. It's a bit rusty, but it's got a tub. Like, where do you find a tub and a tailgate for a Mazda 1000 Ute? It's worth more than $1,000 to me to put a motorbike motor in and have some fun. You know, where am I going to find another one? So yeah, $1,500. If it doesn't sell, I don't care, honestly. And odds are then you'll go, oh, I'm in South Australia. Yeah. I'm going to take my Tirana to Woos Pass next Wednesday. Hopefully I can run an 8.6 because it was running a 9.4 NA. Okay, so Chris, what have you done? Have you had turbo or nitrous or something like that? Thanks, Ben. Appreciate the support, dude. Big Mac, my sister says hi. Oh, tell her hi, dude. Thank you. It was him that wore the dress, wasn't it? Fenno did wear the dress. Yeah, it was awesome. Like we just play in the mud, and then where the ovals come across, there was like a gully that ran along, and then you'd just get a run up and you'd slide through the mud. The teachers would go off because I'm not talking we done it just at recess. It's like we do it at recess and then lunchtime, go back out and get filthy again, and then it'd rain the next day, and then we get filthy again, or even before school. Like you'd get there before school, and then you'd just be filthy even before school started. This is primary school, guys. We were just nightmares. All right, dudes. Here comes my lovely assistant. Okay, so we have okay, so there's all the names, and we have 14 in the draw this evening, and a few pictures down below. There's an eyeball. And,
don't show them that.
All right.
Number 12.
And it was number 12 this evening that won, which is Death
Wings Henchman.
Death Wings Henchman. Well, there you go. So thank you very much, everyone, for entering in the super chat for the draw. Deathman Henchman, if you can give me a Death Wings Henchman. If you can send me a message on either my phone, so if you Google Kingatow, you'll find my phone number on Kingatow towing page, Instagram, Kingatow crew. Anyway, send me a message, get in touch, size, color, we can work through it together anyway, and we'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. You can leave. Thank you very much for your help and support. Savannah, Then it worked. Okay. Ben, I'd say your one was in there because I've got to catch up. Dad will be making me look after it. Yeah, but he's not always around, buddy. But anyway, I could be wrong. Yep, everyone kills their first car. Put 2 in the block. That's it, eh? That's for everyone. My car looked after it a bit. Gotta love life and have fun. That's it, man. What's my favorite blown burnout car like from the Summernats? What is your favorite blown burnout car? Honestly, dude, I don't even follow. I don't know any of them. It's not something burnouts don't really interest me that much. I'm more a doer than a watcher. Would you do a swap for an R33 you towed out at Nanango for it? For what? What are we swapping, Benny? My Tirana was my first car. It was mint condition since I had it. My first car was my HZ. When I sold it, it was still in pretty good shape. But I had other cars as well. That's the thing. I had that since I was real young. But then I had dailies. I had 2 cars my whole life. Like I had an Escort panel van. I bought another HZ. I had all sorts of other cars that got absolutely destroyed. And my HZ was sort of always put away, and yeah, only skidded on Sundays on the way to church. I've never crashed a car or anything. Not crashed, just not looked after. Rally driven and scraped through the McDonald's drive school. If you buy Nicole some flowers, I reckon she would let you back inside. She got flowers the other day. I do this out here because Mia's asleep and it's noisy and yeah. Plus older cars. Okay. Plus older cars are a lot. Can't get that to work. Plus older cars have a lot more cheaper newer oil. Yeah, that's it, eh? It actually the oil to do it in a new car and filters and stuff, it does add up quick, eh? Yeah. Have I been to the Summernats? Yes, I went to the Summernats when I was Christ, I was young. It was 15 or oh no, mum was still alive. My mum was still alive, so it must have been 14-ish, something like that. I lived in Geelong. I snuck out, jumped in the car because everywhere where I grew up, the boys that lived down the street were all older. So I snuck out, jumped in the car, and rang them from Canberra and said, "Oh, I'm in Canberra." And yeah, so I've been to the Summernats twice. Sorry, when I was on the Gold Coast, I went with Mitch and Jace. So I've been twice to the Summernats. How much for the FJ45? I put it on Facebook the other day for $3,500. That's the complete one that runs and drives and stuff. Needs a bit of work, but if it doesn't sell, we'll keep working on it. But obviously, as we keep working on it, the price goes up. But turn up with cash and we'll do a deal. Still working on my local. Still there. Cool, man. We are sanding back a VK. The boss is building from the ground up. Awesome, man. Sounds like you're having fun there. Cool, man. Yep. Make sure you message me Death Wings. I must have caught up. So I'm going to catch up on these comments, guys, and pull the pin for tonight. And I'll see how I go for tomorrow night with the Bedford, but I may even do Friday night or something like that. We'll see how we go. Just keep the live streams coming. The rally tee is running. The boys got that running today, and it has awesome oil pressure. I only found out that it was running and it had good oil pressure. It had like 50 pound at idle. But I was at the Christmas do not long after that. Leith would have had to go to his little kid's birthday party. Christ, we're getting old. So I don't know how it went once it heated up, but we will be rallying again soon. So, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to some more of that drone action. What do you guys reckon? Same as my dad. Okay, I'll skip that one. Oh, for the Dodge. Did the Skyline have a motor in it? Was it turbo? Was it auto or manual? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Give me a call, Benny. We might be able to do something there, I think. Honestly, I didn't pay too much attention to the Skyline. I moved that many cars, dude. But yeah, maybe. Yeah. I had an R33 a while back. But yes, maybe. It could be a goer, dude. We'll see what we can do. Don't mind me. I talk a lot of crap. But more comments are better for you. Right, dude. Mate, we all have dreams. We all talk crap. Christ, I've just talked crap for an hour or so. It's all good. It's just hard. I don't have a lot to say at times. Yeah, I wish my job was more exciting. I'd have more stuff to film and show you guys. But yeah, there is a lot coming up. There is a lot coming up. But yeah, looks like I've caught up, guys. Okay, shredder, $400 for a Hilux oil change. Well, they take a bit more oil now, I suppose. The filter's probably 80 odd dollars. I can't see $400 either. It must be plus including labor, perhaps. But yeah. All right, dudes. I'm gonna take my air cleaners and how much is a VL Calais turbo worth? Christ, more than your left nut these days. 30 grand up. Like a rough one, a rough VL Calais turbo, if it's a factory one that's rusted, I reckon you'd still get 15 grand for it. They are crazy money, dude. VLs. Yeah, dudes love them. Just absolutely love them. Yeah, crazy, man. Hey, Red, can you do a live one during the day doing a tow? Yeah, I can't see why not. I'll do it. See you later, Luke. See you later, Kai. I reckon we could do something, Benny. Come and see me. What am I doing tomorrow? I'm going to Brisbane tomorrow. Looks like I got something in my eye, doesn't it? Should stick my finger in there. Yeah, come and see me, Benny. We'll do something. I'm not doing anything with the Dodge. And if you reckon you can do something with it, dude, yeah, go from there. Yeah, it seems expensive, doesn't it? Make sure you say good night to your sister, guys. Have a good night. Waiting for the next live already. All right. I appreciate the support, dudes. Just put my VL up for sale. Yeah, see you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the live streams, guys. It's going to make life a lot easier for me. And to be honest, hearing that you guys don't mind them has taken so much stress off my shoulders. If you're just keen for some, I might even just start doing half-hour live catch-ups. Yeah, because editing is a freaking nightmare. I'll still film some behind-the-scenes stuff and that, and we'll go from there. But for the foreseeable future, yeah, I'll just do a few lives. I'm looking forward to playing with this motorbike, but I'm really looking forward to it. And then, yeah. All right. It was pretty funny that none of you guys were interested in me playing with that Volkswagen Golf. All right, cool. No worries, gearheads odds. Yeah, all right, dudes. I'm gonna put the car cover back on this thing, and I'm not gonna go and edit video tonight. I'm just gonna go and watch some telly and hassle Nara Lee and give it a cheek. What's my favorite car? CV8 Monaro today. I do love the Ute. Yeah, but the dream car one that I get asked all the time, I actually have an answer now, and that would be a GT40. You know, the Ford GT40s that were in that movie, the Ford versus Ferrari movie. A GT40 would be the ultimate end goal that I could never. I wouldn't mind a Carmen gear, actually. I've got issues, haven't I? I'm going to go. All right. See you, dudes. Thank you for the support. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell your mates about it. Make sure you brush your teeth. I don't know. See you.